Hello there, friends and foes and darling consumers, and welcome to this stream of 4 quarters' Loop Hero. I'm your host, Mr. Meatless, and it's my extreme honor and privilege to be here today to show you a little bit about this game and how it's played. At first blush, you might not be sure exactly what you're looking at. It's a unique game, and, well, I'm absolutely certain that it will grow on you. Without further ado, let's get started. Oh dear, I'm far too big. Good. It's playing. I couldn't hear the audio myself. Now, I've played a considerable amount of time, but let's go ahead and start a new game just to show you how it's played. Hey, where'd the intro go? Where am I? I can't see anything except this path. My head is killing me. I remember only a skeleton with a staff in the sky. This darkness was coming from him. Did he destroy everything around here? Just standing here won't do me any good, I guess. To change between adventure, traveling through the map, and planning, stop modes, press the switch, right-click, or space. Continue your journey by changing the game mode. Let me get a little closer here. So you see you got this little guy who walks around. Hope I'll be able to find some shelter before nightfall, if such a thing as night still even exists without a sky, of course. Pay attention to the day progress bar at the top of the screen. New enemies usually appear at the end of the day. Continue your journey by changing the game mode. Space, right-click, mode switch. Boop. A living ball of slime. Quite a nuisance. They digest anything they can. Hey, I remembered this creature. Maybe I just need to freshen up my memory and everything will go back to normal. Traveling, fighting, and most other actions are done automatically. The player can't affect them directly. Press anywhere to continue. There's my guy. He's got 4 plus 4% damage. This is the slime. There's stats on the slime. It's hard to fight with your bare hands. I think there's a weapon in the remains of that thing that's not fully digested. You have an inventory and an item slot. You know what to do. Equip an item to continue. Oop. I think I remember that there was a grove nearby. Are these even my memories, or do they belong to that slime? You can use cards that are left after defeating enemies to add various new objects to the map. That's what planning mode is for. Drag the card to a suitable space to remember the land. Oop. Good. Now continue your journey. That's don't know. Forest rat wolf. Yeah, there you go. I was right. Some emotional stress, a few colorful images, and a bit of adrenaline, and everything will be forgotten. Like a bad dream. Or remembered as a bad... Damn, it's good that nobody is listening. You can get new items and cards during battle, as you've probably already noticed. Some items have unique abilities, as do most of the cards. By hovering over an item or card, you can inspect its properties. Equip a new weapon and place a new card on the map to continue. I'll do this squiggly sword, and I'll put a forest right there. Ooh, let's put some rocks over here, too. Great. So there was a mountain over there, and here is a forest. The world is just like new. The branches and stones in my backpack are a sure sign of that. Some of your actions will yield resources that you will need later on, but not right now. But that shouldn't stop you from looking at them right now. Resources. Continue your journey by changing the game mode. Space, right-click, mode switch. So we've got preserved rock, apparently untouched by the Lich's curse and thus suitable for building, despite the shapelessness of the world. Stable wood. A log that somehow managed to keep its structural integrity. despite the general chaos. So do a little walk around. I think it's time to get some rest. The game itself is a journey on a looped path. Only you will decide when it's time for the hero to return to the camp. Either you, or the fangs and claws of your enemies, of course. You can retreat almost any time, but a special animation will let you know when it's safer to do so. Retreat to the camp by pressing the button. The thought of leaving the battlefield and going back to your cozy camp has passed through your mind. What a timely idea. The camp is just around the corner. Retreat. You keep all your resources. It's cold and dark here. A small fire can solve both of these problems. Nice place to set up camp. This is when all resources you've gathered will come in handy. Who would have thought? You have just enough wood and stones to make a campfire. What a nice coincidence. Build a campfire using the building function while in a camp. Press the build button, select the campfire, and place it. Look at all these buildings we can build someday. Da-na-na-na. Congratulations, you've beaten this annoying tutorial. You can now start your first expedition. Or not. Do as you wish. Click anywhere to complete the tutorial. There we go, we got a campfire. A common campfire, warm and cozy. Monsters keep away from it, so it's a nice spot to have some rest between your travels. It's also the center of your camp and the starting point of your adventures. The hero restores 20% of his max hit points upon entering the campfire tile. Expedition. Ooh, spooky. I like the cut of his jib. Start. So now we have a new path. Oh, this path, everything is wrong, but I remember. It looks like a completely different place, and it's empty again. Do my actions have any meaning? Like I have a choice. If I need to give up and cry to save the world, I am the worst savior of all. Let's do it. You can also speed up. You can go 1x or 2x. It doesn't affect the speed of battles, but it does affect how fast he walks around, and that can be nice. So it looks like we're fighting slimes. Boop, boop, boop. Getting armor. So, spider cocoon. Let's see what a spider cocoon says. A silky bastion of 8-legged hunters spawns a spider on an adjacent tile once a day. Let's do it. Rock. Its magnificent appearance gives you strength. Plus 2 hit points. Plus 2 more hit points for every adjacent rock or mountain. Mountain. It's like a rock, but really big. Plus 5 hit points for each adjacent rock or mountain. Alright. So let's put the mountain in between the rocks. And we're getting some resources here. We got 3 little preserved pebbles. And we're off. Fighting slimes, doing time, fighting slimes. I'm not in a rush to fill my life with giant spiders. Ooh. Max hit points is less, but my defense goes up. I think I'll skip it. Ooh, got more stuff here. Let's see what we've got. Ooh, defense goes up by 1. Let's see. A battlefield. It smells of blood and steel. Spawns a chest at the start of each loop. Enemies on adjacent tiles can become ghosts. Alright, let's put that there. A meadow. Earth covered with a thick carpet of grass. Nothing really interesting, unless you're a cow, of course. Heals 2 hit points at the start of each day. Alright. Let's put a meadow over here. A road lantern. A small spot of light in this grim world. Decreases the maximum number of monsters on adjacent tiles. The effects of lanterns can stack. Well, let's go ahead and put a lantern. There we go. There. That way it will reduce the maximum amount of spiders on those 2 tiles at least. There's a spider. That's a horrifying way for a spider to attack you. The treasury. The thick walls guard all kinds of riches from thieves and previous owners. Gives a random resource after placing anything on an adjacent tile. Can't be built adjacent to anything. Alrighty. let's put it there. Put it there, pal. Killing a slime. Ooh, another road lantern. Alrighty. Let's put this one here. And we'll put another spider cocoon there. See how that does for us. Ooh! A ring. Damage to all 2, counter plus 7%. Oh, and look, if I wanted to go bank my resources, I could do that now. Small amount of food. Surprisingly, it can still satisfy one's hunger. These things are a real luxury now. 12 rations form a whole food supply. Alright, let's put a rock here next to that guy. Ooh, yeah, I got a random. I got branches. Somehow the memory of these sticks wasn't lost. 12 pieces of stick form a beam of stable wood. Ooh, a cemetery. Getting all kinds of new stuff. Cemetery, a place for the dead, and for some of the living occasionally. Spawns a skeleton every 3 days. Let's put him up. Oh, I see. He goes on the road. Let's put him here where he can't stack. You know, where he's in the range of this guy. All right. Killing slime all the time. All right. Now here's some. Finally got some weapons. A polearm that does 8 to 12 damage and gives me 2 defense. A scimitar, which does 7 to 11 damage, gives me 2 magic damage, 2 damage to all, and a plus 8% attack speed. Well, that's got a lot more bonuses to it. You can see all my stats down here, so that's nice. We'll put another meadow here. We'll put it next to this guy. And oh dear, look what's happened. Instead of a regular meadow, I have a blooming meadow. Now, this is one of the aspects of this game that you might already be aware of, but if you're not, when you put items on the map next to other items on the map, they interact sometimes in different ways, and they can change. So the most basic element of this is turning a meadow into a blooming meadow. Flowers get a feel for the world in bloom with pleasant smells. Heals 3 hit points at the start of each day, instead of 2. Now, this is caused when you put a meadow next to any other card that isn't a meadow. So if I take this rock and I put it next to that meadow, it also becomes a blooming meadow. These sorts of things also generate a resource known as noticeable change. This is enough to turn a caterpillar into a butterfly, a seed into a sprout, or a drop of water into steam. Will turn itself into something else, too, if you collect enough of it. 20 changes form a complete metamorphosis. Put some more mountains in here. And a grove. So we've already seen the grove with the... spread them out a little bit. From the tutorial, so we know what that does. Alright. Having a good time, rocking around. Now when you walk through a grove, you also get some resources, which is nice. Yep. Cruising, going in circles, fighting horrible spiders. Only on my second loop. That's pretty astonishing. A level 3 shield. Defense 10. Damage to all 2. Regen per second 1.2. Let's see. Damage goes significantly up. Magic damage goes up. Damage to all disappears and attack speed bonus disappears. I'm going to skip that for now. I like having 5 damage to all. Especially, you can see up ahead I've got a party of 3 spiders there. So I want to be able to damage all of them at once. Defense goes up again. Regen goes up and counter goes up 8%. I'd put my counter at 15%. Not bad, not bad. Let's see how this damage to all works out. What counter does is when you get attacked, your character automatically riposts and attacks the enemy. Which can be quite useful. Ooh, Oblivion. A bit of the Lich's magic causes anything to be totally forgotten. Erases any established tiles. Erases monsters from the road. That can be pretty useful. Well, let's go ahead and put a spider cocoon. I don't really want to put it on one of these because they'll only have one place to go, which means I'll get a large clump of spiders. So let's skip that for now. Rat wolves. The rat wolves spread out, which is nice. They also evade, which is less nice. Killing slime. Ooh, finally some better armor. Significantly more hit points and some defense bonus. More mountains. Vampirism 10%. That seems pretty nice. I'm doing alright on health though. I don't need to necessarily worry about increasing that. A beacon. A worthless landmark in a world with no direction. Plus 40% movement speed within its range. Plus 20% attack speed for all units. I can't put it right next to the road, huh? Well, that's a bummer. I thought that was gonna take one of these slots. So let's go ahead and just find a spot where... There we go. Speed up my walking. Ah! Goblin camp. The sound of backstabbing can be heard from miles away. Spawns a goblin in an adjacent tile once a day. Appears for every 10 mountain or rock tiles. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Dash in the treasure chest, getting some loot. Oh yeah, these are both good. All right. Attack speed plus 4%, regen per second 2.4. That's pretty good. 314 max HP, 289 damage to all 2, defense 3, evasion 8. I'm going to go for this one. Now, my regen is pretty good right now, 3.6. Such a, I'm only on round 4, so that's pretty good. Let me tell you right now, I don't like goblins, so I'm going to use this here Oblivion. I'm going to zoop out that goblin camp. I tell you what, goblins will swarm that spot. It will be full of goblins, and they are really, really tough to kill, especially in a large group. Oh my. Now these spiders all seem to be going down. I thought some of them would be going to the left, but it seems the majority going south. More meadows. Another beacon. Oh, I've got another one of these battlefields, so I'll go ahead and put it up. Where can I put this? Spawns a treasure chest every loop. I'm sorry. I'm having a conflict. I want to pretend like I haven't played this game before. And your instinct right there is to just slap all of these treasure producing things right next to each other. But an unintended side effect. When their zones overlap, you get a blood path. So here's the regular path, Wasteland. There's absolutely nothing here, well, except slime. 5% chance of spawning a slime once a day. Now, we have a blood path. Not only ghosts are created on the battlefields, spawns a blood clot every 4 days. So now I'm going to get 2 blood clots here every 4 days. They're weird. Freaky. Ooh, a road lantern. Here we go. You know what? Let's slap a spider down here and observe another transformation. We got a whole lot of loot. And what's this? The empty treasury. A treasury without treasure. An empty shell. A sorry sight, especially for its stone guardians that have slept through their eternal watch. Spawns a gargoyle every 3 days. Whoopsie. I got gargoyles to deal with, huh? More rocks. Another beacon. Give us anything particularly good? So it will pause the game if you're in combat and you're looking at the items. So that's helpful. You can change items if you feel the need. Doing all right. Stop! Where did these goblins come from? I don't remember remembering you.
We remembered ourselves. Now give us all you've got.
You have no idea what's going on, right? Why don't you help me restore order in this world first, and then you can do anything you want.
Goblin must rob. No other order in the world.
Fair enough. Guess I don't have any valid objection here. Oh, wait. I do have one. How about beating up a goblin?
Get him.
Yeah, and that seemed to go pretty well. When there's a swarm. Oof. It's strange how these creatures appeared here on their own. Maybe it means everything is actually not so bad and that the world is trying to restore itself. Or that even the apocalypse isn't enough to get rid of some pests. Oh, hey! Ha! Didn't even mean to do that. Look at that. Mountain Peak. A stone giant could support the sky itself if it weren't already gone. Plus 120 hit points. Plus 5 additional hit points for every adjacent mountain or rock tile. Spawns a harpy every 2 days. So we're doing pretty well, though, still. Counter plus 16%. You know what? Let's do that. Let's lean into that. So 16% counter. Let's see how often that procs, as the kids say. Man, spiders. Hello? Where shall we put you? Vampire Mansion. Hungry eyes follow your every move through the holes in the roof. Adds vampires to battles on adjacent tiles. Give me move. Level 4 sword. Significant more damage. Yeah, it's way more damage, and the increase to attack speed is the same. I've lost all of my damage to all but 2. I've lost most of my damage to all. It's a bit of a bummer, but c'est la vie. Now this is good. It would increase my counter significantly. I'd be up to 28% chance of countering. Well, let's see what that does for us. Max hit points, significantly higher. I'm going to keep the regen on that other armor. Feels like it's keeping me very healthy. Ooh, a level 6 ring. Magic damage 2, attack speed plus 12, vampirism 9. Well, there goes that counter that I was cranking up. 'Cause that's a good ring. Come on. Here we go. More rocks. More meadows. More spiders. Ooh, look at that. We got a metamorphosis. Oh yeah, we've got stable wood, food supplies, preserved rocks. Yeah, we're getting the big ones. Now you see you've got a counter here. Ooh, no. What do you mean no? You want to save the world. You want to ask for help. Our answer is no. How did you... But why no? We see far away. We see deep inside. For a long time there has been just emptiness instead of the sky, but it doesn't stop us from seeing. Your saving of the world is one-sided and naive. Each person sees their own way of saving the world. That's why no one will ever join you. Fine. I don't fully understand it, but tell me your version. What does to save the world mean to you? My progeny and my kin, for them to be strong and to live. It's a part of the cycle of life and death. It is life itself. It is the world. I will kill you and feed your remains to my starving younglings, and life will go on. And how many lives does your blade give birth to by killing again and again? Only one. I don't want you or your children to die from starvation. Please, try to see reason. If my mission succeeds, harpies can have all the sky and all the hunting grounds they need. I can't feed my children with your beautiful words. It's time to say goodbye.
Oof. Yeah, it is. Got murdered. Look at that. Significantly more. Damage to all increases. The regen goes down a bit, but I get some vampirism as a trade.
I feel awful. By fixing one evil, I'm becoming a source of another. There's no home for harpies except the highest mountains, and there's no food there. I can't imagine how they managed to survive if their mountains were cut from reality.
Killing that wolf. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, I thought we were going to see a vampire there, but not yet, I guess. More meadows, more flowering meadows.
Oh, we're getting a party over here. Need to get another one of those beacons.
Wow, crushed them pretty good. Oh yeah, still stronger than all these nerds.
Great.
I'm gonna go ahead and kill those goblins right away.
Ooh, the blood clot. Yeah. Oof. Yuck.
That payout was good on that, though. Get a little vampirism. My regen per second goes way down. Hit points go way up. Counter goes up.
Ah, the heck with it. Let's give it a go. Let's see what we got here. Damage goes up, magic damage, and damage to all. Fine.
Hit points go down. Nothing to worry about it. Attack speed goes down. Counters goes way up. Regen per second. I'm fine. Again, this game is available now. If you don't find this stream interesting, just go ahead and buy the game and play the game, and you'll have a much better time. And if you are enjoying the stream, thanks for watching. Hope that it's entertaining. It's a lovely game. It's very meditative. A member of our team once said that when you play the game, it feels simultaneously like you've been playing for a mere 20 minutes and like you've been playing for 4 hours. It really does kind of phase you out of your perception of time, which is delightful. Wow, that is a lot more damage. No special benefits. Wowee. Nah. Six loops. Spider cocoon. More mountains. Killing
and slime. I don't want that many vampire mansions. What would I do with that many vampires, huh? Who needs that? Ooh, another road lantern. I hope this stream isn't spoiling anything too much for you. I know that I already am familiar with the game, so there's not that sense of discovery. And really that is one of the best parts of this game. Discovering things for yourself, finding how cards interact with each other, figuring out, what you can do, ways to increase your abilities, ways to win. It's, wow, 13 damage to all. I think I'm all right. Significantly less damage than I'm doing now with this plain sword. Wow. 15 damage to all? 13. That's still, to heck with it. Let's do it. That is a lot of damage to all. I've got a total of, ooh, wow. A lot of loot there. Hold on. Defense 2, regen per second, 4.8. Don't know about that. Damage goes up, magic damage. I really enjoy the amount of damage to all I'm doing. I can hit a crowd. Surprised the skeleton was able to evade. Seems a little And as you play, you create your own landscape. You sort of create the map that you exist in. It's lovely. You know what? Let's grab this ring with the crazy regen per second. It's 6 regen per second. Back off, human. A vampire? Where are your lands? If your farmers need help, I would be glad to offer it. No more lands. No more flock. Only hundreds of years of emptiness. And hundreds of years of hunger. Save yourself while you still can. I don't know how long I will be able to keep my head straight. What hundreds of years are you talking about? Your mind is easy to trick, but you can't trick my hunger. It demands its share. Every sip, every drop of blood will go to satiate it. I'm too weak, but you can help me, and I will set this crumbled world right. Right. I'm doing this not for just myself, but for everyone, in the name of good. So be grateful for my hard work, and just let me bleed you dry. Vampire coming at me. Undead vampire has a soul, plus 30 vampires, plus 20% attack per second. Now look at this. Oh, never mind. Don't know what that was. Now this guy's got 10% vampirism. Vampires often owned our lands. They kept the peace and helped our settlements to prosper. But this won't do it all. Now they are just pale shadows of their former selves, both physically and mentally. Apparently the blood of other creatures can't sustain them. He wasn't joking about the hunger. Even the creatures that stand near him are imbued with the power to devour someone else's life. So basically, if there's a vampire in the fight, every other critter gets 10% vampirism, which means they hit you and they heal themselves. That can be a real problem sometimes. Thanks to all 11. Man, attack speed 16%. Go for it. I mean, let's just wallop on these crowds, huh? Let's get busy. Defense 21, magic damage 15. Keep the vampirism. I think it's a lot of what's keeping me alive. Ooh, a new treasury. All right, let's get a new treasury going. Why did I build it that close to the road? Another vampire. Ooh, I'm in bad shape. Things aren't going great for me. That is very helpful. Horrible goblins. I'll let you see the goblins. Why not? Well, if I can get to them. Goodness gracious. I mean, you've seen one goblin. You know what I mean. The crowd. Ooh, a ghost. A ghost of a ghost. It gets weird sometimes. Ooh. An orb of expansion. A physical manifestation of expanding space in the form of a little sphere. I did not know that you got that. Was that from killing the ghost of a ghost? Don't know. I do need some more healing. Gave up all of my healing. And now I'm in real trouble. Ooh. Attack speed plus 12, vampirism plus 9%. I lose my regen per second, but I'll attack faster and I'll do more vampirism, hopefully. Yeah, seems all right. Where do I put this guy? Damage, better attack speed. Well, right now my damage to all is really good. I've got all these big crowds. There's going to be a lot of goblins, trust me. There's going to be too many goblins very soon. Boop. More loot, please. Ooh, a level 7 shield. Attack speed plus 16%. Let's do it. Vampirism is at 9. But I hit really plus 44% attack speed. I mean, I hit really fast. Goblin Ghost. This is the absolute worst. Magic damage 7, defense, regen. I should probably use some regen. What happens if I've finished this and then I destroy that? Nothing. Cool. Put that there. Oh yeah, getting wailed on. Ooh, another treasury. Oops. That's not where I wanted to put that. So we got a pretty good run going now. Damage to all is the... Oh, it's the same one, only a better version. Yeah, do it. Do it, do it. I really need to get some regen or something. I am slowly dying off. Being bled by ounces. What's that? Memory fragment. Man, I'm getting some good loot on this run. I can just stay alive. Oh dear. Oh dear. Incursion. Radiates with powerful energy that devours space and time itself. It is time to face the destiny of this world. I'll just obliviate it. Doesn't work. What are these? Lich's Palace. It was here that the sorcerer Omicron conducted his futile experiments in an attempt to stop the heat death of the universe. Every palace increases Lich's hit points and damage by 5%. Well. We should blow that up then, huh? Only had the one? Alright. Well, it's been a good run. Vampire, spider, best friends for all time. Give me that. Put that down. I don't know why. A bit of loot there. Now, you'll notice I can hit this button and return to camp. And then I won't have to deal with what's going on in here. Or we can just dive in and see what happens. Boy, I sure do have a lot of good loot, though. I'll tell you this. When you play in this game, there's a temptation to just throw yourself at the boss. But see, if you die, you lose a lot of your loot. If you just retreat to camp, you keep all of your loot. So it can be helpful to keep your loot. But this is for entertainment, so let's see what happens. How is this even possible? That's right. You didn't devour me like the rest of the world. Haven't I? Do you really not think so? What are you talking about? I'm standing right in front of you. I consumed all of your reality. Every one of its elements now rests in a separate pocket dimension. Spaces, living beings, information, even memories. They shall remain there until entropy does its work, turning everything into a uniform, static mass. Along with you, of course. You're insane. So, what do we have here? I see. You found a way to interact with other pieces of your reality, to organize, combine, and merge them. But how? I don't see any exceptional talent or knowledge in you. You hardly even understand what is happening, right? I'll tell you what's happening. A pile of bones is butchering my world and thinks that it can get away with it. You're already doomed and you know it. Perhaps you're just the first in a series of systematic errors, a problem I must learn to solve. Let's not waste any time then. I don't think you're capable of feeling regret, but I'm about to change that. Goodness. Hits hard, doesn't it? And dead. Oh, my good loot. Look at those rumors, myth, and someone's delusions. It will take weeks to understand it all, and it will take years to decide if you really need this. 10 fragments form a complete book of memories. Orb of expansion. Ugh. Hey, what's that? Do I have one of those? No, I don't have whatever that is. You've died in battle. Death does not favor the fallen, but it made a little exception for you. Retreat. You keep 30% of all resources found. My precious loot. Gone. Philby. I can't believe it. Hey, everybody! The boy has managed to return. Survivors. Does this mean I'm not alone anymore? Where did you come from? Is there still a place without darkness? We don't know where we came from, or we can't remember. These people you see are only a small part of what's left of the group, I think. You're not sure? We're not sure. We reached that conclusion because of the abandoned luggage and leftover daily rations. With each day, new signs of presence of people that, as far as everyone here knows, have never even been with us. It's like we forgot them. You forgot? Exactly. It's like people disappear every day and we instantly forget they have even existed. Almost as if we forgot the place we came from and our families. and maybe even ourselves. My name is Yota. That's the part I still remember. Nobody else's memory is in much better shape. That's why I remember so little about myself. Everything is forgotten. But wait, you said that I'd managed to return? That means you remembered I was here. Yes, that's why it's so important to us. We saw you leave, but you were gone before we could approach you. Listen, we can't wander around in this emptiness anymore. There's a campfire and a few sleeping bags here, a real luxury in these dark times. What do you say? Oh, of course, I'd be very grateful if we could team up. I want to restore everything. I've begun to remember the world as it was before. But there's no point to it without other people. It's too lonely without them. Remembering the world? I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm too exhausted. But we'd be glad if you could help us, and we'd be glad to help you. Just don't ask us to go with you. I don't know how you managed to return, but for us, leaving the group is too dangerous. I will ask no such thing of you. For now, I just want to have a place to return to, a place where I can hear other people's voices. We weren't joking about helping you. Here are the few things that survived the cataclysm and don't vanish away. Can't be forgotten. Take them. You might need them. Oh, look at that. Resources. Ooh, statistics. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Numbers. Well, I got this loot here. And I can build. And build a field kitchen. Field kitchen. A very important place for any camp. If your nose isn't lying, there is good food here. Plus 10% to the campfire's healing power. Unlocks the Blood Grove card. All right. Let's do it.
Do you know the difference between a good cook and a bad cook? The food made by a good cook is tastier. What? You were waiting for something more elaborate? Sometimes the truth is very simple. Look, I have a cauldron, a hearth, a couple of knives, a bucket of potatoes, 3 onions, and some ham. Nothing special, everything is very simple. But give me a few minutes and everyone in this camp will be running to my table following the tasty smell of a good stew.
Good old stew. Ooh, now I have options. So, Chapter 1. Enemies have 0 to 1 abilities. Enemy strength is minus 5%. Enemy strength growth plus 2% per loop. Max amount of a resource, 10. Class, Warrior. A class that doesn't have any particular benefits or disadvantages. Has the highest durability compared to other classes. Plus 2% damage for each second of the fight. Additional class stats. Let's see, he's got damage, damage to all, regeneration, vampirism, attack speed, counterattack percentage, evade percentage, and defense. Looks like I've got 4 out of 9 possible item slots. I've got cards here, and I got this button. Ooh! I can build my deck. Minimum of 7 cards, maximum of 12. I can add the Blood Grove, Chrono Crystals. Interesting. Crystals that are able to refract not only the light of the rising sun, but the passage of dawn itself. Doubles the effect of a day's passing on adjacent tiles. That's pretty neat. Blood Grove. A living forest. Preys on wounded occupants of adjacent tiles. May spawn something dreadful from their remains. Can be placed near a forest adjacent to the road. Its roots devour enemies that have less than 15% of hit points left. Well, that's nice. Alright. Well, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with more Loop Hero. Hello there. Welcome back to more of this delightful Loop Hero stream here on the Steam page for Loop Hero. The game's out now, so go ahead and buy it if you're interested. It's really good. Otherwise, I'm going to just do a bit of a product demonstration here. Now, I've just spent the last hour showing the early stages of the game, the basics of it. I thought I'd go ahead and show a little bit more late game content here. We're not going to get too far into it. I don't want to spoil too much, but we've got some pretty cool stuff here. So let's go ahead and start from the old village. I've got a much larger village you'll see here than I had when we left. Don't want to go through everything here, but I've got a few upgraded buildings. I've got all kinds of good stuff. I've got more tabs here you can see, the encyclopedia, crafting menu, supplies, statistics we had, build and expedition we had. I've got quite a few resources here. There's a lot of varieties. Of course, it's the same thing where you've got a smaller resource and then you have the larger resource when you gather enough of the smaller ones. So let's go ahead and get this expedition underway. Let's see Chapter 2. Now, if you notice, the difference between chapters 1 and 2, enemies now have 1 to 2 abilities. In the first chapter, enemies don't really have any abilities. They just have stats. Now in chapter 2, they have different unique abilities depending on the enemy. Enemy strength is plus 0%, so they're at normal strength. Plus 3% per loop, so they gain power faster. Bonus resources plus 40%, and the max amount of a resource that I can carry is now gone from 10 to 20. We'll be playing as a rogue. It's the first class that you unlock. The rogue can receive trophies after killing enemies in battle and exchange them for equipment in the camp. Has a 5% vampirism from the start, 10% bonus for any effect for every equipped item with the same effect. That's pretty neat. So if you have 2 items that give you a defense bonus, you get a 10% bonus. If you have 3, you get a 20% bonus to your total. Additional class stats. They've got damage, damage to all, evade percentage, critical chance percentage, attack speed, counterattack percentage, defense, and crit damage percentage. Starts with gear suitable for his class. We've got lots of cards here. And I've got a new card, the Outpost. Don't know what that does. Let's see. Soldiers from this outpost are always glad to help a traveler, not for free though. Spawns an assistant on the adjacent tiles. All yellow and orange items dropped on this battle will be spent as payment for his work. Isn't that fun? Let's go ahead and leave that off. Now, I've got forests here now that I didn't have before. Villages, wheat fields. These are some cool things. We've got bookeries. I'll keep the bookery. There's a lot of cards here that we didn't have. Now, the Arsenal and the Ancestral Crypt have some cool effects. The Maze of Memories, it does nothing, but it takes up a lot of space. It's very pretty. It's a filler. Let's see. Let's do the Maze of Memories. It's a bit of a lark. So let's go ahead and see what we've got here. We'll do a Chapter 2 run with the Rogue, who I'm not actually very good with. So this might not last long. All right. We'll get some gear from the start. Let's see. Damage 4 to 6, damage 4 to 6. We'll go with the... Oh, wait. I can equip 2 weapons as the rogue? God damn. All right. Well, let's just go ahead and do this maze thing. It's pretty neat. I'll hold on to it, actually. We'll get some forest going, though. Forest and thickets. Game stays, the basic concept is the same. Now, killing them too fast. Slime. Now slimes have a corrosive structure. Each attack lowers target's armor by 0.3 points until the end of the battle. So if they were, surviving a little longer, that would be a little more frightening. Doing slime. Now, as you play the game, you'll begin to develop your own plans and techniques for how you like to place items, how you like to arrange your stones, your mountains, your forests, your meadows, how you like to arrange your battles, how you want to play with your battlefields, for example. Yeah, that works. Perhaps you like to group all of your villages together. You'll see what villages do in a second. Now, here we go. Number of trophies to exchange for rewards in the camp. So the rogue doesn't get items directly from the battle. They get the trophies, then they get a buttload of items all at once. So let's see. Boots, evasion 4%, evasion bonus plus 10%. Max hit points, let's do that. This is better than either of my other weapons. Alright, so cool. Now I got boots. And, yeah, alright, let's keep rolling on out. Treasure chest giving me resources. So you see, there are different ways to play the game. There are multiple classes, and there are lots and lots of different items. And this stream is barely going to touch on any of the ways that the cards interact with each other, that the placement of items interact. I really don't want to spoil that for you. I want you to find it for yourself. Again, the sense of discovery in this game is so much of what makes it fun. And if you're interested in spoiling it for yourself anyway, there's plenty of streamers playing it out there in the world for you to watch that have no qualms about it. They're there to show you the whole game, and why shouldn't they? But this stream isn't that stream. All right, let's see if I can do this. I've always wanted to try this. So I've got the treasury here, and you've seen from the last stream, if I get blocks all around the treasury, it will give me a bunch of loot. So I'm gonna drop this guy. Watch this. Yeah, neato. It said it takes up a lot of space, and take up a lot of space it does. So let's pop that treasury. Ooh, get some good armor there. Not great. This is definitely a better weapon though. Counter and evasion bonus. Lovely. Very lovely. So I should have put it over here because it filled up the spaces next to the road more than I would like for it to have. Alright, level 3 boots. Evasion goes up, counter goes up. Wait, no, evasion goes down. Let's keep evasion as my primary for now. Let's see. This does more damage than my current spear. Adds a significant amount to counter, but we're going for evasion, so let's stick with that. We've got the bookery, which we haven't seen yet, but I'm gonna... Yeah, I guess I'll dump the bookery. Why not? So what the bookery does, an archive of ancient tomes. Here you can gain knowledge in exchange for other knowledge. Replaces your cards with random ones when you pass by. Collapses after 20 exchanges. So you can see the little number there. It's got 20 books on it, 20 cards. Ooh, that's a trophy icon. Again, I don't play the rogue a lot, so I'm not used to it. Get excited about perfectly common things. All right. Another exchange, just wasting it, trading trees for trees here. Not particularly thrilling. Oh, and I built my trees closer than I wanted to for that. Oh well. A village. Villages are great. Village. First they'll feed you, then they'll make you work. Heals 30 hit points upon entering. Gives you a quest. Slimes. Do I not have any cards that give me monsters? I feel like I'm not getting a lot of monsters here. So, you see, there's the quest. And the wheat fields. Haystacks look like a cozy place to rest, but you have to move on. Can only be placed next to a village. Plus 15 hit points for healing in adjacent villages. Spawns a scarecrow every 4 days. Now see, I got 2 slimes, so that's going to start stacking up with that armor reduction. Loot. Level 3 spear. Stronger than my current spear. Not that much, though. 4 boots. Evasion. Less than, yeah, yep. Still doing alright, I guess. Ooh, I got a crit. Oh, yeah. That's what I really want, huh? Is that crit percent chance. 10% chance for 140% damage. Who does that? Who's doing that for me? I don't see it. None of these items seem to be doing that. Oh, I also have a bunch of healing potions. Alright, well, this is just... A village? A result of the forest's attempt to understand human civilization. Spawns a training dummy every 2 days. Appears for every 10 forest/thicket tiles. So similar to the... Oh, now this one here is a quest goal. They get plus 200 hit points. Anyway, so similar to the goblin spawning, when you place enough mountain or rock tiles, you get these weird mock villages that spawn after every 10 forest or thicket tiles. Oh, by the way, the forests and thickets... Oh, wait. Thickets. It's so thick it's not even a single sunbeam can pierce it. Only the fastest can survive here. Plus 2% hero attack speed. Forest. A thick forest. Nobody knows who or what could be lurking inside. It makes you a bit nervous. Plus 1% hero attack speed. So I get the reward for my quest. Hello. Max hit points goes up. Magic damage goes up, and critical damage goes up plus 29%. So now I've got a 10% chance for 169% damage. Nice. Alright. It goes up, counter goes up. I mean, sure, that gets 1 more evasion. We'll replace that sword with that sword. Oh, wait. We'll replace this sword with this sword. There we go. Ooh, a blood grove. I don't have a regular grove to put the blood grove next to, though. I feel like maybe I should have taken a longer look at my deck before I started this. Ugh, goblins. This might not go well for me. Alright, kill the training dummy. Now the trophies that go in there are different. There's all kinds of different trophies, huh? I don't have a lot of experience with the rogues, so I'm, like I said, continually surprised. Ooh, another village. Bam! What? Oh, Lord. I put that there so that I wouldn't have to deal with these goblins. Because if you put a village next to the goblins don't have any place to come out. That's great news. Sadly, I forgot about the bandit camp. Masters of trading their poverty for someone else's life. Spawns a bandit on an adjacent tile every 2 days. Bandits prefer villages. Appears for every 2 village tiles. Great. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Alright, so we've got a new quest. Oh, look at that. Both those guys are quest goals. Alright. Let's see. Evasion 11, critical damage plus 31%. So I'll lose some evasion, but my critical damage goes way up. Only 10% chance for those crits, but you know, hopefully I get some items that begin to increase that as well. Interesting. I don't know what these 2 slots are for. They look damaged as opposed to these, which look simply unavailable. Get my attack speed up. What's my attack speed like these days? Plus 20%. Not bad. Not bad at all. Ooh, there's a bandit. Alright, let's kill this training dummy. Oof. Oof. Training dummy is hurting me. Hurting me bad. Alright. Ooh, now something else we have that we didn't have before was the hero traits. I have an experience bar, and when it fills up, I get to level up. So let's see what we've got here. Lethal weakness. Every 10% of lost hit points gives you a 0.5% chance to instantly deal 1,000% damage. Smokescreen. After losing 20% of his max hit points in battle, the hero will evade all attacks for 2 seconds. Eye of God. 25% chance that the enemies will have one ability less. Doesn't affect bosses. Interesting. I'm leaning towards lethal weakness or smokescreen, personally. Yes, I think this one. I don't know if it'll happen multiple times in a single battle. I mean, 0.5% chance doesn't feel like a significant amount for every 10% of health I lose. Unless it's permanent, I guess, but I didn't get the impression that it was a permanent bonus. Oh, I have a Grove now, but I've lost the Blood Grove card. That's all right. Now let's see what abilities the Gargoyle has picked up. Impenetrable. Any damage dealt not during the unit's attack phase is decreased by 60%. Oof. He's a toughie. 2 bandits. Great. What do bandits do? Brigand. 5% chance to destroy hero's item when attacking. Oh no. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Oh, now look. My evade happened. And I avoided damage. It didn't seem like I avoided a lot of damage, but I did avoid some damage. So that's not nothing. Well, let's see now. Damage to all 5, critical damage chance plus 7%. Yeah, let's go ahead and replace that spirits. Way more damage. And increase the 17% chance for that crit. So I like that. I've gone through all of my potions, despite the fact that I had 7 of them. Ooh, again, increasing my... I feel like increasing my critical chance is of more valuable than increasing my critical damage. I mean, not that I'm gonna shy away from increasing my critical damage. Oh no! A mimic! Ambush. Creature's first strike is always a critical hit, 200% damage, and always hits the target. You son of a bitch. Alright. A road lantern. Thank goodness. I'm not really interested in throwing down any vampire mansions right now. You know what? What the heck? Want to see something weird? Boom. A ransacked village. The farmers couldn't fight off a hungry vampire. They could still fight you off, though. Spawns up to 4 ghouls once per loop. Transforms into something useful after 3 loops. Let's find out what that is. If we survive that long. That's a lot of time to stay alive, considering how I've been doing. So, the Wooden Warrior, Doppelganger, 100% chance to counterattack. Spikes. Anyone directly attacking this creature will receive 28 hit points of damage back. So, real tough to fight these guys as the rogue. I mean, really just tough to fight these guys. They wallop me. And that 28 damage ignores my evade. So that's great. Ooh. Hey! That road lantern removed one of those ghouls for me. That's helpful. Ooh, I don't really see this guy making it much further, huh? This, man, villages are usually arrested. And, not happening with these bandits here. Oh, right. Vampires on all these tiles. And he's summoning bats. Great. Thank you. Right, the vampire again with the ghouls. Why am I surprised? My emergency evade went pretty well, and I died. Great. What was that? Shapeless mass? You've died in battle. Death does not favor the fallen. Now, oh, it takes 2 of these, and I only have 1. All right. Boo. So there you can see how the difficulty of the game scales up with the different chapters. Not just numerically, you know, with more hit points or more damage from enemies, but more abilities from enemies. And you can see how things can quickly get out of hand when you don't plan very well on what you want to build in the map. I do like my village right now. It's really quite nice. Well, now I'm mad, so we're going to do it again. All right. Let's see now. Vampire. So I had groves and cemeteries. They started popping up near the end there, but wasn't getting a lot out of them. Let's go ahead. I'm going to lose the cemetery, bring in the ruins. And I'm going to get rid of the forest too, because I felt like those... and I'm going to bring in spiders. I felt like those dummies really did a number on me. Let's see if I can do a little better this time. Get some armor and equip these 2 weapons, and we're off. Wallop. I like the shape of this map too. It's got a lot of tight turns. Can use that. I like to cluster my enemies up. That way I can hit them with the road lamps, and that will, you know, make it so there's not as many per tile. Pardon me. All right. Putting some mountains up. The delayed gratification on the loot is very strange for me with the road. Ah, perfect. All right. Treasury. Maze of memories. Ha ha! Nailed it! You do less damage than either of those, huh? But you do an evasion bonus. I think I'll skip it. All right. Which way do I go? All right. Let's go ahead and have our villages here. Get my healing, all my healing in one place. Let's get a spider cocoon here. So this is nice because the spiders will spawn on will come out on one of these 3 tiles. Instead, if I put it here, they'd only enter onto this tile. Alright, there's the loot. What in the world? A guitar. Alright. Critical damage plus 26%. Yeah. Evasion 6%. Evasion 3%. Critical damage chance plus 10%. So that's 20% chance for 187% damage. I'll take that. Not sure I want a bookery yet. Alright. The quest is a slime right around the corner. That's good. Get him. Get him. Getting that slime, fighting the slime. It's most of what I do is fighting slimes. A lot of meadows here. I'm waiting for another treasury. I like to surround the treasury with meadows, but it does seem like it's unnecessary. You know what? Let's go ahead and
vampire up this village right away. Oh no! Oh, I destroyed the village, so I failed the quest. I should have seen that coming. Oh well. So I killed the monster, but I destroyed the village before I got to redeem the quest, so I failed my quest. As the French say, damn. Let's go ahead and start using these meadows, because I might need some hit points after all. I'm going to keep bungling these operations. That's 4 ghouls and a vampire. That's too many. Too many things. Beacon. Battlefield. Do I not have any battlefields yet? Oh. Alright then. Oh, that was the last run. Right. That's all gone now. Let's see. Good damage and increases counter, so let's ditch that sword for that. New Qatar. Critical damage plus 30%, significantly more damage. Yeah, alright. For critical damage is pretty strong, so I think the hit points are of more value to me. The boots, I'm fine. Ooh, I forgot I had ruins this time. That'll be fun. The ruins. The existence of this civilization ended long before the Lich's curse, but its remains can still be of use to you. Gives a random resource shard upon visit. Spawns a scorch worm every 2 days. See how I do this time. Oh yeah, getting them crits. A road lantern here will do me some good. Yes. Got all these blood groves, but no regular groves. Let's go ahead and get a bookery. Let's do it here. Don't want to hit it too many times. Oh, right. Haven't gotten through this fight yet. Oh, yeah. This is a doozy. It's not doing enough damage. Need more counter. I need more evasion. I need more lots of things. Ghoul, Carrion Eater, devours a random corpse, restoring 25% of hit points. Gnarly. Yeah, and the Scarecrow. Alright, fine. Alright, we get anything good? Yeah, we got some road lanterns here. We can double up on that. Some mountains. Some meadows. Another vampire mansion. And now I've got a grove. I traded my... whatever. Whatever. Another village. That'll be helpful. We won't put a vampire... oh, I always forget about the bandits. I was like, I won't put a vampire next to them and they'll be a much better village for me. Then a bandit camp shows up. Oh yeah, right. That. Killing slimes. Ooh. I've leveled up. Let's see what we've got this time. I've got 25% chance that the enemies will have one less ability. Supplies. The hero leaves 10% of his findings in a camp when passing through a campfire tile. So that's really nice because you start to you pack your stuff away, so there's less risk when you die. That's a really good one to get if you're planning on going against the boss on that particular run. That way you don't risk as many resources. And card sharp. 10% chance to keep the card after placing its tile. Doesn't work for the golden cards. That's a pretty cool one. But I think I'm going to go with supplies. Just because I've been dying so much, it's been really breaking my heart. That I haven't been able to keep my resources. So sending 10% of these back each time will soothe my troubled spirit. And there's the goblins. Of course, the goblins are here now. God, I hate the goblins. But luckily they've got 3 tiles to spawn onto. Scorch worm. Nice. So they'll be a little more spread out. Alright. Ooh, level 4 sword. Does more damage than anything I've got now by a lot. Look, got 2 level 4 swords here. 16 to 24, 13 to 20. Alright, alright. Counter, evasion bonus, and critical damage chance. Those are all great. What do you do? Magic damage. I think that pierces armor. Evasion bonus, and then just straight up damage. So we'll go ahead and keep this one. We'll lose the counter for the magic damage, and we'll give up the guitar. The critical damage is really good, but again, the critical damage chance I think is better. Still gives me some counter and an evasion bonus. Let's see now. More health, more attack speed, damage to all, and defense. Damage to all will be really good, seeing as I've been running into crowds more and more often. And let's see. Let's keep going now. See what we've got. Beat the hell out of that treasure chest. Take that treasure. Alright. Doing fine. If I get another village, I'm going to put it in front of those goblins. Keep those goblins from showing up. Alright. Oh, man. Damage to all. What a difference it makes. It really is helpful. Wow, what am I doing? I'm doing a lot of damage, really. The 30% chance to do 140% damage is really helping me out, I think, too. An exquisite mirror. So you can find artifacts as you when you upgrade your town. And they have different effects. Oh, an oblivion. That's good. I'm going to use that oblivion card, and I'm going to get rid of those goblins. Because I hate them. They're the worst. Alright. Let's see what the bookery does for me this time. Another treasury. Excellent. Another road lantern. Excellent. More rocks. Also excellent. Good. Thanks, bookery. Oh, put these meadows by this treasure place. Give me treasure. I love treasure. Killing spiders just for fun. Almost got my big mountain. That'll be nice. Ooh, I'm doing a big murder nowadays. This is great. Not sure what stat is carrying me through right now. Nothing seems significant, like super significant to me, but I'm not complaining. Some more ruins down. So I guess the value, maybe, the number in the trophy thing determines the value of the loot I get. I think that's the case. 7. Holy moly. 27 to 40. I might ditch that magic damage ritual sword. Attack speed is great. Ooh, wow, my boots are... attack speed plus 8, evasion plus 16. Yeah, let's do that. That'll keep me alive a little longer. 490, attack speed 12, damage to all goes away. It's not a huge damage to all, but it's felt pretty good to me. Ooh, or counter 20%. Let's do that.
Every time they hit me, I now have a 30% chance to hit them back. That's pretty good. Now, let's see. I'm not feeling that. 5. Let's see. Attack speed 8%. I'll take attack speed over magic damage. So my damage is really good right now. Take that, treasure chest. Oh, hey, the village upgraded. Check it out. Count's lands. The village is thriving under the vampire's protection, and its inhabitants are very generous. Heals 140 hit points upon entering. Gives you a quest with a better reward. I love it. That's wonderful news. Why didn't I put a wheat field? There we go. Wheat field goes there. Rocks go there. Harpy time. Mountains go there. Boo. Boo. Goblins. All right. Doing all right. Now, something I didn't point out earlier, but I'll point it out now. You have this meter up here, map completion. When the bar is filled, the boss of this chapter will appear on the campfire tile. Boy, I sure do hate goblins. I sure do hate goblins. Scorchworms are ranged attackers. Oh, and their ability now is retreat. 40% chance to flee instead of being killed. So that's a bummer. But basically, if I get into a fight on the tile before, or maybe even the tile after, they will attack me at range, and I will be unable to attack them in return. Critical damage plus 41%. That's pretty nice. But I think I'm all right. So now I've set myself up for real failure, because now all the goblins are going to spawn on the same tile. They're going to have a vampire with them. Put that village on the wrong tile. That's what I did. I messed that up real bad. So I gotta get rid of those goblins. Ooh, now look at that. Level 6 Qatar. Critical damage 32%, magical damage 2. That's pretty good. That's significantly more damage. I lose a lot. You know what? Let's just go. Let's replace the Dirk, because that is way more damage. Bandit. Not a fan. Not a fan. Oh, hey. Got a beacon, and I leveled up again. Card Sharp, Blissful Ignorance. We haven't seen this one yet. Deals you a full hand of Oblivion cards. From now on, using Oblivion cards heals hero by 10% of his max hit points. That's a pretty cool one. Let's see. Do I have to do that now? So I can spend some cards that I want before I use that. So let's, because I think I'm going to get that one. So let's put a road lamp on the road. Put a wheat field right there. Put a meadow there. And some rocks there. And put a vampire mansion right there. Quest failed. Oops, I did it again. Now, give me a full hand of Oblivion cards, please. Go to hell, vampire. Go to hell, goblins. Go to hell, other vampire. Anybody else want a piece of this? Yeah, that's what I thought. Ooh, dang it. See, if I hadn't put those there, I could stack my treasuries closer together and I could get more bang for the buck. Whatever. Whatever. So now I've got ghouls again, but that'll upgrade to a better village. And that's all I care about. More mountains. More meadows. Feeling pretty good. Oh wow, look at this stuff. I didn't even notice this. Let's see, damage to all, evasion bonus. Magic damage less, alright. Nothing good there. Or nothing particularly good. Forester's Axe. Oh look, I deposited that mirror. That's good. Let's get more wheat fields, why not? Another meadow. Oh, now look, you see? They're at range now. So they're doing full damage to me. Now that I'm too close to them, they have 30% less damage because they're archers in close combat. See, they ran away too. I hate it when they run away. Alright. Let's see. Level 6 armor, probably not going to be better than my level 7 armor. Yeah. Level 6 boots. Nothing really outstanding here. The damage on this sword is really good. Very, very good, actually. Let's go ahead and replace the scimitar. Didn't have any special abilities, but the amount of damage I'm doing now is... wowee! These villages are giving me quests, giving me loot for those quests, critical damage chance. Yeah, that's pretty good. I lose a lot of hit points, but I'm pretty good on hit points right now. I really want that crit to happen more often. What the heck is that? A tome. Force field gives 35 magic armor to all allies at the start of battle. Cool. 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 Neat. That's gotta go. Yeah, you gotta go. You're not. No. No, thank you. Abandoned bookery. Your greed set free ancient tomes that now search for skilled sorcerers. Adds tomes to battles on adjacent tiles. No thank you. Can you imagine? This fight would already be much, much worse. Oh, check out the Harpy's ability in level 2. Foresight. Gets the prediction effect every 3 seconds, which allows it to ignore incoming damage once. Isn't that a party? Oof. Oof. I'm getting walloped now. What happened to me? I was doing so well, I thought. I'm just getting my teeth kicked in. Let's put another village over here so I can get some healing. Go away, bandits. Where are those other bandits? Go away, bandits. Whew. Make life a little easier on myself. Why'd I put that there? Thought it would help. You think I can make it back to camp? If I can make it back to camp, I'm gonna go back to camp. And I'm just gonna take all this loot home with me. Look at all this loot. I want it. I want to keep this loot. I don't want to give it up. treasury. Oh, teasing me with all these treasuries. What is that? Pitiful remains. A life someone lived, a desire to keep living, a sad fate. Oh man, 10 remains form a whole orb of afterlife. Alright. Yeah, killed 1, killed 2. Alright, that's good news. Level 6 boots. What happened to me? I used to be strong. Damage to all, counter 13%. That's pretty good. Damage to all might be helpful considering these crowds. Oh man, I'm out of potions. I just gotta get back to camp, man. I don't have any. I've only got 5% vampirism. That might be my problem. I don't feel like I've seen a lot of items with vampirism on them, though. Yeah, I've just got that 5% that I start with. Alright, these don't hit very hard. I'm definitely still taking damage. And I'm going home. Going back to base. Yes, I'm going to retreat. I'm going to bank all that stuff, and I'm going to call it a day. Whew. Whoa, I'm not good with the rogue. I told you I wasn't good with the rogue. So that's a little more of an advanced run of Loop Hero, which, again, is out right now. And you should really give it a try. There's a myriad. There's so many different ways to play this game. You can really design your own map. You come up with your own tactics of how you lay the cards, how you equip your hero, how you build your village. You have so many wonderful options on how you play the game. And give it a go. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. You're gonna love it. You're gonna play more than you expected. It's a delight, and you should really try it. That's the end of our stream. We're gonna play the ad one more time, and then it's gonna go back to the beginning of the stream, because of course it's a loop, right? I've been Mr. Meatless, and thank you so much for your time and your attention. Again, get the game now, or, get the game and then buy it for your friends, too. It's an absolutely delightful experience, and you won't regret it. All right, then. Take care, and die well.